This is Victoria Chatfield from the National Theater for Student Artists. Today, for our sixth weekly fundraising webinar, we're going to be talking about video storytelling for crowdfunding campaigns. If you've recently been accepted to NTSA, congratulations and welcome. Make sure to watch the previous fundraising webinars, which have been posted on the NTSA fundraising blog. You especially want to watch setting up a crowdfunding campaign, securing sponsorships, and fundraising events. Those are the three required tasks that you need to complete in order to be eligible for the NTSA Scholarship Fund. So make sure to check those out as soon as possible. Today, we're returning to crowdfunding campaigns. We highly recommend that you have your crowdfunding campaign up and running by the beginning of April, especially if you need to fundraise more than $1,000. In fundraising, there's no such thing as starting too early, but there's definitely such a thing as starting too late. On your crowdfunding website, you're allowed to post a video. Now, most students opt out of the video and just post a photograph instead, but that can be a big and costly mistake. 66% of crowdfunding campaigns with videos reach their funding goal, as opposed to 33% without videos. You double your chances of fundraising success just by adding a video. Crowdfunding campaigns with videos generate 114% more funding than campaigns without videos. When you look at those numbers, the answer is clear. You need to film a video. Luckily, it's super easy, and we're going to take you step by step through the process. There's a famous acronym used by playwright David Mamet, KISS. It stands for Keep It Simple, Stupid. It might not be the most polite acronym in the world, but oh boy, is it accurate. Don't make a 5-minute video documenting your entire life story. No one's going to finish watching it. Instead, follow this outline to make an effective crowdfunding video. Tell viewers who you are, tell viewers about NTSA, ask for viewer support, their donations, and tell them what you'll do with the money. Talk about any awesome rewards, only 3 maximum. Explain that you won't be able to attend NTSA if you don't reach your goal, and then thank everyone. Here's a great crowdfunding video from Alyssa Carson, who wanted to travel Europe over the summer, attending different space camps. This video was filmed on a phone with her standing in front of a colorful space-themed background. It's just her talking, but she makes a compelling case and she reached her funding goal. Let's watch it together.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Carson. At age 3, I decided I wanted to become one of the first humans on Mars. In my opinion, I need to take this first step in going to Mars to continue our human expedition throughout our solar system and galaxy. So far, I have been to Space Camp 11 times in Huntsville, Alabama, Space Camp in Izmir, Turkey once, and Space Camp in Laval, Canada. This made me the first person to complete all the space camps in the world. I have also completed the NASA Passport program, which includes going to all 14 NASA visitor centers around the U.S. This summer, I plan on going to Europe. I will be doing a TED conference, visiting my exhibit in Izmir, Turkey, attending Eurocamp in Belgium. Then I will be coming back to America. There I will be doing Aviation Challenge, Virginia Flight Academy, and National Flight Academy. I will have a very busy summer. I would be very grateful if you would please donate. It would mean a lot to me and everyone else going after Mars. Our planet will one day become extinct. You will be helping the first step into continuing the expedition and making us go there so our human race can continue forward.
Alyssa followed all of these steps to ensure her crowdfunding success. We're going to break these steps down with our fictional student, Kara. If you're just joining us, we've been following Kara over the past few weeks as she creates a crowdfunding campaign, searches for sponsorships, plans a silent auction, and hosts a local fundraising cabaret. Step 1 is tell viewers who you are. Let's see what Kara wrote for her script. My name is Kara Thompson. Ever since I was a toddler, I've dreamed about becoming an actor. I've always wanted to tell stories on stage that will help the audience understand different points of view and that will change the world for the better. I've spent the past few years performing with local community theaters as well as my high school drama department, trying to master my craft and become the best actor that I can be. Sometimes people view acting as an unimportant or even selfish profession. We know. We love how Kara uses her crowdfunding video to tell people about how her acting can benefit the rest of society. She doesn't just want to be a famous star of stage and screen, she wants to help teach people about the world around them through storytelling. Step 2 is tell viewers about the program, in this case, NTSA. This summer, I have the opportunity to travel to New York and train with the National Theater for Student Artists. Only 40 students were accepted out of over 650 applicants, and I happen to be one of the few. For 3 weeks, I'll be rehearsing with professional directors, music directors, and choreographers from sunup to sundown before finally performing at the York Theater off-Broadway. Step 3 is ask for viewer support and tell them what you'll do with the money. But I'm going to need your help to get there. I need to raise $4,085, which will cover my tuition, accommodations, meals, and transportation to and from New York. All of the money raised goes directly toward my course fee. If I'm able to raise any extra, I'll be able to go to the world-famous Shaw Festival in Southern Ontario on one of NTSA's midweek excursions. This is going to sound really silly, but a lot of people forget to ask for money in their crowdfunding videos. That's the entire point of the campaign. We think it's because people get nervous or embarrassed asking for money. Don't. All of the most successful producers in Broadway history have asked their friends and family and even total strangers for money. Do you think that Cameron Mackintosh felt embarrassed when he asked for money to bring Phantom of the Opera to Broadway back in 1986? Nope, he definitely did not, and neither should you. So always make your ask. Step 4 is talk about any awesome rewards. Now, we didn't really talk about rewards in our Setting Up a Crowdfunding Campaign webinar, mostly because they're not really necessary and they just create a ton of hassle and unnecessary expense for you. But if you find free or extremely cheap rewards that will interest your supporters, then go for it. Let's check out Kara's reward. If you donate, I'll add you to my private Instagram where I'll be posting photos and videos of my trip to New York all summer long. We're going to be working on the New York City premiere of Loserville, and I cannot wait to give you a behind-the-scenes peek at our production. If you can't come see me perform in person this summer, joining the Instagram is definitely the next best thing. We love this. It's free, it's easy, and it's going to keep our supporters engaged for months. Other reward ideas include singing requests for donors, then uploading the video to YouTube and sending them the link, texting a personal thank you video from New York City, anything like that. Think free, think easy. Step 5 is explain that if you don't reach your goal, you won't be able to attend NTSA. Now, this isn't necessarily true because you may receive some support from the NTSA Scholarship Fund, but you should always aim to fundraise the entire amount because you can never be sure when the scholarship fund will run out of cash. And if you can't reach your goal, there is the distinct possibility that you won't be able to join us this summer. Most of the students accepted to NTSA this summer need some sort of financial aid, which means that their scholarship fund will be stretched to the limits. So if I'm not able to raise my course fee, there's a really good chance that I won't be able to go. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it would mean so much to me to get to perform on an off-Broadway stage this summer. Step 6 is the most important. Thank everyone. You guys know how I feel about thank yous. Thank you so much for donating and joining me on my trip to New York City. We love that last line. It really makes your supporters feel like they are part of the action. Here are some tips for filming. Be the very best version of yourself. Put on your favorite outfit, do your hair and makeup if applicable. Make sure that the area around you is neat and tidy. You want to put your best foot forward while still being yourself. We recommend that you write a script in advance to make sure that you're hitting all of your key points, and then practice that script to make sure that you sound natural. As theater folk, we have a distinct advantage here. If you're adding music, you can't just pick out your favorite top 40 song and slap it over your footage. You need to add royalty-free music to make sure that your video doesn't get removed for copyright infringement. We recommend bensound.com and hooksounds.com. Most importantly, aim for your video to be less than 2 minutes in length. Although most people tune out after the first 20 to 30 seconds, so really, The shorter, the better. You can film your video on your iOS, so your iPhone or your Android phone. Just make sure that your phone is stable, like on a tripod or tilted against a flat surface, and that your audio is clear. Record your video in a well-lit room with lots of windows or natural light, or outdoors. You might even want to pick out a special place that represents theater to you, like how Alyssa filmed in front of her space-themed backdrop. If you're going to edit your video, it's best to edit on a laptop whenever possible. If you're using a Mac, lucky you, you already have iMovie on your computer and it's super easy to use and effective. If you're using a PC, you have Windows Live Movie Maker, which I've never used before, but I've heard solid things about. If you only have access to a phone, you still have some great options. And we recommend checking out the following apps, even if you do have a laptop, because we love them. So Filmora Go was recently voted the best video editing app for Android devices. However, it is a solid video editing app for anyone, regardless of whether you're using Android or iOS. You have a lot more control with this app than you do with Magisto, which we'll talk about in a moment. All you need are some videos saved on your phone, and you can trim and order the clips, edit transitions, apply filters and overlays, add music from their library or your own, type in titles, and download directly to your phone. The video quality looks a lot better than Magisto, and there's no need to purchase a pro or premium account. We do wish that you had a little bit more control over audio levels, but it still can whip up a great little intro video in 15 minutes or less. Here's a video that we made in about 7 minutes using Filmora Go. We never used the app before. It's really intuitive and easy to use. We used videos that we'd filmed at the Let's Dance project in Granada, Spain, and Pace Youth Theatre in Paisley, Scotland. Let's take a look. If you haven't tried Magisto, download it immediately. It's like the Instagram of filmmaking, and it's available for both iOS and Android devices. All you have to do is select some videos from your phone, pick a length for your project, like 30 seconds, choose a theme like Fiesta or Selfie, and select a song from their thoroughly awesome library. Then with just one click, Magisto will smush your videos together into an incredible story. It literally takes about 2 minutes and is completely effortless on your part. If you don't want to teach yourself how to use a program like Filmora Go, then just use Magisto instead. Downsides. You can upload your video to social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc., but you can't download them. We got around this by uploading our video to YouTube and then using a YouTube downloader site to download it onto our laptop. The video quality is low unless you want to upgrade to a paid premium account, and whether your video looks good or not is kind of based on sheer dumb luck, but it's still definitely worth checking out. We spent about an hour today just playing around with the different themes. Here's a video that we made in about 2 minutes using Magisto and the selfie theme. Same deal as the Filmora Go video. Never used the app before, used the exact same clips. You can see that the video quality is a bit off, but we love how Magisto automatically turns up the volume on clips with lots of talking. Let's take a look.
Even though, yeah, like, because there was points in the other weeks where we were like, yeah, we're here, we've connected, but I think that this week was when it really hit and when we really like started to.
We learned the meaning of the word company, didn't we?
Yeah.
You might notice that there are credits at the end for Filmora Go and Magisto. Those would be really easy to cut off in a laptop editing program like iMovie or Windows Live Movie Maker. You could very easily create an intro on Filmora Go or Magisto that you then attach to the video of you introducing yourself and asking for money, explaining the program, etc. It's a nice way to add a little extra punch to your crowdfunding video. One other resource that you might be interested in is Lapsit. It's available for both iOS and Android devices. Lapsit enables you to make quick and easy time-lapse videos. Let's actually start this one. Which can be super useful. So this particular video that I'm playing right now was made using Lapsit Pro, but the regular unpaid Lapsit app doesn't look all that different. The video quality is just slightly lower. So what can NTSA help with? We recommend that you actually head over to the regular blog on the NTSA website and check out the tips for filming your video audition. Most of those same tips hold true for filming a crowdfunding video. You can find our fundraising blog at ntsafundraising.blogspot.com. This website is a fantastic resource for raising your course fee. We update the blog almost every day with new fundraising ideas, resources, and troubleshooting strategies. I apologize, this past week has been a little bit lean because I've been out of town. However, if you ever get stuck creating your fundraising plan or revising a fundraising plan that isn't working so well, then come to the NTSA fundraising blog to get some new ideas. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact me at any time. I'll always get back to you within 24 hours, with the exception of my 1 day a week off, which is usually Monday or Tuesday. We'll be seeing you next week for our next fundraising webinar.